Hi ladies, welcome back. Another 30 minutes today, same as always. Let's go ahead and start laying down. Gonna keep our ab work that we're doing on our back really classical today. Tap back into those classical Pilates ab work. So let's go ahead, start with the feet planted. We'll just go ahead and warm them up really quick, and we'll go into our ab series. So feet are going to be parallel, have them nice and lined up with your sits bones or your hip bones, depending on how it feels. Arms are going to lay down by our sides just for a minute. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, float the head up off of the mat. Reach the hands towards the heels, nice and long, and then release down. And again, exhale, curl. Inhale, release. Two more. Add a pelvic tilt this time. Exhale, curl forward. Tuck the pelvis under. Inhale, release down. Again, exhale, curl forward. Tuck the pelvis under. Reach through those arms. Inhale, release. Last time here. Exhale. Inhale, release. Stepping it up a notch. Arms are going to go up towards the ceiling. Palms facing away from you or in towards each other is okay as well. Go ahead, curl forward, same thing. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, reach through those arms. Inhale, release. Exhale, curl forward. Tuck under. Inhale, release. Last time here, let's add on curl forward, reach long and hold. And then we're going to start floating the arms up. Reach. Arms up. Reach one more time. And release down. Okay, arms by our sides here. Let's start lifting those hips for a few. Tuck under and lift. Relax those shoulders. Squeeze the glutes. Hold here for a moment. Lower down, articulate through the spine. Again, tuck under, lift up. Shoulders and chest open. Squeezing your glutes here. Roll it down, articulate through. One more time, tuck and lift. We're going to hold here. Feel the feet nice and planted. Abs tight, glutes are engaged. Let's float those arms up. Tap the mat. Float up, tap the mat. We're going for 3 and 2. Last one. Hold here. Open those shoulders, roll it down. Okay, knees in chair position. Warming up those lower abs a little bit. Okay, so feet can be leg can be slightly apart, toes are pointed. Try to keep the pelvis neutral here, so you're not tucking under, you have a small puff of air in your low back. Right foot's gonna tap down and lift and switch. We're gonna keep alternating here, fighting to keep the pelvis neutral, so don't arch the back as the leg floats away. One more set. Last one here. Glue those legs together, both feet down and lift. And down and lift. For 3 and 2. Last one. Give the knees a quick hug. Okay, so we're going to go into some classical abs now that we're a little bit warmed up. Nice quick little warm up. So let's start with our single leg stretch here. I want you to curl forward, tuck the pelvis under so your low back is flat into the mat. Okay, and then we're going to grab onto the right knee with the left hand and the right ankle with the right hand. So my arm that's coming across is grabbing onto the knee. Okay. Other leg floats pretty low depending on your ab strength. And we're going to go ahead and switch. And switch. Now we're not bicycling, so the legs are coming straight in and out. They're not dropping and lifting. Okay, so let's go for a few more. Trying to stay stable in the torso for 3 and 2. Last set here. Knees in, head down. All right, double leg stretch. So now both legs are going to extend. Let's curl forward, reach those hands towards our ankles. We're doing a little bit of a lift here with the pelvis. So you're tucking under. Extend, open those arms, pull the knees in. Extend, open, pull in. 3 and 2. Last one. Head down. All right, we're gonna go into crisscross. So I want you to take your hands behind your head, elbows wide. So we're gonna get a little bit into the obliques. Now we've done this one many times. Lift tall, extend your right leg out. We're gonna curl across and switch. Your leg that is extended does not need to be super low here. You're gonna feel it in those obliques. We're gonna go for 2. Last set. Knees in, head down. Okay, let's take a little knee sway before we go into our last 2. I always like to try to get a little crack here. Okay, next is going to be scissors. So you can use this one to get a little bit of a stretch in the hamstrings as well, which is really nice. So we're gonna go ahead, float this left leg all the way down onto the mat. We're gonna take the right leg and extend it to the ceiling. Okay, so as we curl forward, we're gonna lift this left leg off, just so it's hovering right off of the mat. But it's nice and low. Grab behind the thigh or the calf. Get a little stretch. Okay, so we're gonna start pulsing this bottom leg twice as we pull the top leg towards us a little bit, and then switch. Pulse, 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 pulse. Keeping the head and chest lifted. I like to keep my elbows rotated down so that my shoulders stay away from my ears. For 2. Last set. Knees in, head down. Go ahead, rock that neck out a little bit. Last one here, we're gonna take the hands behind the head, doing some leg lowers, and we're gonna do them nice and tiny. We'll do 3 up kind of high, 3 in the middle, 3 low. And it's gonna be a small movement, okay? So we're not dropping to the mat, lifting all the way up. We're gonna isolate some of those abs muscles. So let's curl forward, hands behind the head. I like to interlace my fingers sometimes, but it's really up to you. And then go ahead, take the knees in, extend and externally rotate. So we're gonna start high, lowering down a few inches, lifting up. For 2. Last one. Okay, now middle here. We're gonna start here, lower, lift. For 2. And now a little bit lower. Start here, lower, lift. Lower, lift. Lower, lift. All the way up, bend the knees, rest the head. Whew, that'll warm you up. I'm just drawing some small circles here with my knees. Okay, let's cross the right ankle over the left knee. Do a little stretch here before we move on. Pull the knee into chair. And let's switch. Cross. Hold for a moment, open up the hip a little bit. Knee in. Okay. So let's roll over onto our bellies. We just have a few things I want to do here. So we will start warming up the back just like we always do. So doing swan, just like a little small baby swan, and then we'll go into something a little more fun and exciting. Okay, so start how we always do for our baby swan, having the arms planted, we're head down, shoulders sinking into their pockets and away from the ears. Go ahead, plant the tops of the feet down onto the mat. Move up just a little bit. Okay, so here I want the legs a little bit wider, so like as wide as your mat is a good place for them. Shoulders down. Go ahead, start lifting with the head, lifting with the chest, pushing into the hands to come up into that baby swan, pulling the navel in, and then lower it down. Again, lift and lower. We're going for 2. Last one here, lift and lower. Okay, so we are going to go into a bigger version of swan. You can modify it if you need to. You can always come back and just do the baby swan we just did and then add a press up. Just depends how comfortable you are. So we're going to start with that swan extension here, pressing up. Okay, then I want you to lower the elbows, lift the legs, hold, and extend the arms. Pull the hands back in, elbows are lifted off the table, press it up. Lowering it down, lifting the legs, extend. Hands in, press up, legs come down. Start bending the elbows, lifting the legs, extend. One more time here. The closer your hands are to you, the higher you're going to get. A couple of mine were a little bit higher. Lower it down. Let's take a child's pose here. Walk the hands off to the right. Reaching through that left arm. Get a little side stretch here. And other side. And back to the center. Roll it up. Okay, so we are going to do quite a bit of work on our hands and knees and plank position. So just remember, it can get a bit on the wrists. So if you need to put some extra padding under the hands or take a break to roll out the wrists, that's totally fine. It will give us some breaks to relax the wrists a little bit. Having some weight on them for an extended period of time does get a little bit much on them. So let's start on all fours. Okay, we're going to start nice and classic here. A couple rounds of cat-cow, rounding the spine, releasing. Rounding the spine, releasing. Relax. Okay, so the back is flat now, and I want us to start by just hovering those knees off of the mat. So my toes are tucked under. I'm hovering my knees up. I'm using my abdominals to stay lifted, pushing into the heels of my hands and my feet, and then lowering down. We're going to do 2 more like that. Lift and lower. I want you to feel those abs engaging. Last one here. Lift and lower. Okay, we are going to add some pulses. So we're going to lift. We're going to pulse the knees down for 10, 9, abs in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down. Lean back a little bit. You can lift the wrists. Okay, so let's add on some leg extensions now. I don't have quite as much room up on my table as you would on the mat because you have the floor next to you. So if you want to go wider than I'm going, that's totally fine. You can challenge yourself and go a little bit more. I don't have as much room up here. So let's take those hands underneath the shoulders a little bit. So we're going to start by lifting up off of the knees, just like we did before. Up. Extend the right leg back, left leg back to meet it. Now we're going to walk them up and hold. Same thing again. Right, left, little walks up. Abs engaged. One more time. And walk, walk, walk. Lower down. Okay, so instead of taking legs just back, we're going to take them back and we're going to move the legs off to the sides one at a time, okay? We'll do 2 sets and we'll get a break. So hands underneath the shoulders. Lift up off your knees. extend your legs, okay? So open the right, bring it back. Open the left, bring it back. You can tap the floor. I just don't have the floor here. Knees under, rest it down. We're gonna do one more set. The sun's coming in here, warming me up. Okay, let's lift. Extend. I'm gonna go left leg first. Open and back. Open and back. One more to each side here. Knees under and rest. Good, take a break, leaning back, rolling out the wrists. Okay, tapping into a little bit of obliques. We are going to come back into the same position we were in. We're gonna add a little dip of the hips, okay? So let's start back in that position. Start on all fours. Tuck those toes under. Lift your knees. I'm gonna bring my feet a little bit closer together so my knees are almost touching. I feel like that gives you a little bit more range of motion, but play around with it. You can always readjust. So let's lift those knees up off. We're gonna tip one hip down, rotate back to the center. Other side. Keep going. Rotate and dip. Rotate and dip. One more to each side here. Your feet might go a little bit back. You can just walk them back in, lower down, and rest. Hard work. Okay, so we are going to go into our side plank. We have done this before, but it has been a minute. So if you want to watch the first one and jump in, that's fine. We're going to start in a regular plank position. So go ahead, you can just extend the legs behind. I like to take a little bit wider of a stance with my hands here. So I want you to take your right knee in towards you. You're going to step across and under. And then I want you to lift up into a side plank. Bring the hand back down. Rotate back into regular plank. Cross it over. Pull the knee in, cross it over. Rotate, lift. Hand down. Rotate back. One more to each side. Knee in, across, rotate and extend that arm. Bring it down, back to the center. Last one here. Open. Down and back. Rest. Take a little child's pose here. And stack it up. Okay. A little bit of side work here. I want you up on your arm today. We're going to do things a little bit different. So come into that little banana shape that we've done many times. Legs are slightly in front. Back of the body should be lined up with the back edge of your mat. Okay, so I want you to take this top leg and float it up. We're going to do a bicycle motion here. So I want you to take the knee in. You're going to press the leg back, extend, bring it forward. Knee in, press the leg back, extend. You feel the glute activate here. Swing it forward. Good. We're going to go for 2. And we're staying lifted on this side as much as possible so you're not collapsing. Reverse it. Let's point, press, bend, swing the knee, extend. Good, we have 2. Last one here. Trying to stay as stable as possible. Flex that foot, little pulses, up. 10, 9, I'm reaching through the heel. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Let's go to the other side. Up on the arm, legs slightly forward. Now, while we're doing this, I don't want to see those hips going back or forward. You want to see the hips staying stacked and nice and stable. Trying to stay active on this side of the body and lifting. It's really easy to sink into the shoulder, but we don't want that. We want to stay pressing up on that elbow, nice and structured and strong. Float the leg up. My foot is flexed. Knee in, press back, extend. Feel that glute activation as you press through the heel. Swing the leg forward. Good. We're going for 3. And 2. Press. Try to push back as much as you can with that leg. Press and then extend it. Swing it forward, reverse, point. Press back, bend the knee, swing the knee forward and extend. You're over-exaggerating this movement. For 2. Last one here. And rest. Okay, flex the feet. Little pulses. 10, 9, push through the heel. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release and rest. All right, let's do a little stretch here. Crossing one foot over the opposite leg and planting the foot on the mat. We're going to pull it into our chest and rotate away from the foot. Relax. Other side. Cross over, plant the foot. Ooh, I feel this one. So you can grab around like this. You can push against it. Whatever feels better for you. Whatever stretch you need to do to feel it in this hip. Might feel a little bit in your low back too, depending on the tightness that you have. Okay, let's reach those legs out. Pull on those feet a little bit. Relax the head. You can relax the arms too, or if it feels good to continue to pull, you can do either one. Add some movement in the head for me. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. When you're nodding yes, pull your chin to your chest as much as you can, dropping the crown of the head towards your legs as much as possible. And then shake your head no and really rotate the neck. Relax. Stack it up. All right, go ahead and roll down for me, all the way down onto the mat. I actually want you to cross your ankles and pull them in towards you. I'm grabbing my ankles, pulling the legs in and opening the knees. Switch ankles. Opposite one on top. Same thing. Pull the feet towards your pubic bone. Open up the knees here. Rest the feet down. All right, let's stretch out our shoulders a little bit. Always a great thing to do. So we're going to start just dropping those elbows into goalposts. Lifting the arms up, we're going to drop the arms all the way behind and lift. Goalpost. Pushing through those elbows. Lift up. Extend overhead. And lift. Add rotation to goalpost. Palms down. Palms up. Palms down towards the floor. Palms up to the ceiling. One more time. Let those shoulders roll forward a little bit. Get some movement in them. And up. Now dropping one arm behind, other arm down by your side. Reach through those fingers. And switch. One more set like this. Switch. Reach long and switch. Adding on. Dropping the opposite arm back. Opposite arm down to the side of you. We're going to start rotating the arms to T position, both palms up. And then rotate so you're in the opposite direction. So now my right hand, the palm is down, the arm is by my side. My left hand is overhead, palm up. I'm going to rotate back to T position. Both palms are up. Reach through the fingertips. Switch. Now the arm down by my side, palm is down, palm is up on the hand that's overhead. One more here. Both palms up as I reach through the fingertips while I'm in T position. Rotate. And go ahead, rest the arms all the way down by your sides. Legs are going to extend. Shake those legs out a little bit. Relax them, let the legs externally rotate. Take a little bit of space between them. And then let the arms rotate, palm up. Wiggle those fingers for me. Releasing tension. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, pull them down away from the ears. Two more. Inhale as you squeeze the shoulders up. Exhale as you press them away. One more here. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Exhale, shrug them down. One more breath here together. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling out of your mouth. We are finished for today. Thank you for joining me again.